Good evening, everybody. DJ Styles here at Custom Corpses. I am going to hair this mask, but first, okay. Come on, damn it. What is all that? Now, I don't have everything set up quite yet, but we will in a minute. So I don't know who's on, but we got the newest, actually, let me see if I can get this working. Let's see if I can get that working. Good God. Cleaning my acrylic off from the glue. I keep this knife extremely sharp. We have another, and I'll show it to you in a second as soon as I can see. I'm starting up my tablet so I can see your text. Yeah, man, it's coming up really quick today. Well, that's nice. And now I got to go to my page. If it hooks up. So we have Pipe Master's mask right here. I have Asylum's mask dwelling right now, and we dumped that out. Come on. It's not letting me get on. What the hell's going on? Nobody on yet, huh? So this is Asylum's mask. Or Asylum. This is what is that? I don't know what that is. This is Pipe Master's mask right here. See that, guys? It's a really nice mask. Turned out perfect. Paint job's amazing. Thorburn, you. We got Pipe Master's mask right here. It looks kind of washed out live, but the colors are all there. It's really nice. Um, Lips are painted perfect. Everything looks good. This mask looks amazing. So I'm going to hair this mask right here live. And let me see who, so we got Thorburn. Thorburn's in the house. Yo, man, we're going to hair a mask. And we're going to do it live. Not Memorex. Okay, fall down. Stuff behind me. You know what? I need to get more mask latex, guys. I'm going to have to go outside real quick. Go get me some more mask latex. Wow, really stuck up on this bottle. Yikes. That's a mess. That's all right. We'll just put that right on my gut. Yeah, I need more mask latex. All right. So I'm going to have to go outside and go get some mask latex and put it in this bottle. I'm going to be a few minutes, guys. Just hang on, Thorburn. Just, I got to fill this up, this bottle. I need to get this filled. Got to fill it up or I can't latex the whole thing, and I want to get this whole thing latexed. Oh, great. Okay. We don't want any splattered latex on this mask. Got it all over my hands. I just need a little tiny cup to fill the latex into the, that's what I'm going to do. I'll just use one of my cups. Yeah. I'll be right back. I have to do it outside. The container's out there already, so it should only take me a minute or two. Take me a minute or two. I need a cup. I need a cup. I can't wait to get this room completely organized. I got my cup for latex. All right. I'll be right back. Talk to each other. If somebody comes on, Thorburn, give him a talk, because I just tell them I'm filling up latex. That's all. I'll be right back. Need latex for the hair. I'm back. I got my latex. I got my latex all filled up. I need my shears. I need my scissors. Let's see who's on. I got both shears. I want both scissors because when I do the glue line. Hey, guess what? I'm actually doing something tonight. Isn't that cool? So, yeah, it seems like my shoulder's getting a little better. Thank God. Still not perfect, but it's getting a little better. Okay, so Thorbird. Still just you. So what? I don't care. They can always upload the video or watch it later. I'm a little early tonight because I have a mask dwelling and we got to dump that at 8 o'clock. So I want to make sure that I'm done here before I go dump this latex. So, all right. I hurt my shoulder yesterday. Really weird. So I'll use those pieces. I heard a pop in my shoulder. I mean, it sucks getting old, man. It really does. Because every time you turn around, you're hurting yourself or doing something. I lifted something too heavy yesterday. You know, I keep forgetting I'm not 23, I'm 63. You know, I get stupid and reckless sometimes, and sure enough, let me see, do I want the camera? I want the camera a little bit this way. So you guys can see what I'm doing. All right. We need it down a little more. You got to see what I'm doing right here. Right here. I'm trying to see my hand. There's a delay on the screen. So we're halving these pieces right here. The staple length on this stuff is probably as you're pulling it. Now these pieces, as you can see, they're almost exactly the same size. All right, and I keep them all together over here. And then I pull this. I don't know if you guys can see that. See, all you do is you grab this hair and you pull it, and wherever it comes free, that's its natural staple length. And we want to make sure we're halving this. So that's about there. I'm cutting a bunch of these right now. To get ahead of the game a little bit. Now what I like to do, and you'll see that in this mask, is I like to do 4-inch lengths, which is basically those half of that. They're about four fingers long is where I cut this. A little bit of extra, that's it. But and I put my little pieces right over there, piled up. And that's enough to get going. Don't want to overcut. All right, so first thing I do is I gotta make myself some room. I keep 2 scissors out here because now when I spread this, I want to make sure I can see my hand through it. All right, I don't want it to be so thick. This is the secret to hairing the mask. I've learned over many of hair jobs now. All right, smashing. And then we take, oh man, I need popsicle sticks. Yeah, I could use this one. I can use this one until it's unusable. I'm going to slide this over just a little bit. All right, so the first thing I do is I do a bead. I'm going to do this side here first. I go between the FB78 and the custom corpses. That's our first row of hair on both sides. We go all the way across with that. So we're going to do one side, then the other. You know what? Before I do that, I want to tilt this as far as I can. Yep, that's it. All right, now we do a bead of hair latex right on top of this, right on the edge. Put the cap back on. Definitely need the cap back on. Yep, you're gonna watch me here tonight. Now we're mashing that. Now we don't have to cut the fibers on the ends because this gets buried, as you can see. It's a very simple process, to tell you the truth. Look at that, right to the point. How'd I measure that perfectly like that, huh? Now I'm going to turn this so I can reach it. I smooth it out. I try not to cover the that's the first layer of hair. Now we got to do the other side right over here. But first, I need to spread out some hair. And these are 4-inch lengths. These are literally four fingers length. I would say 6 fingers. When you go like this taper here, it's about 6 fingers. And they're identical in length. Most of my cuts are perfect. I figured out the staple length. When you pull that hair out like that, you have to. Now this one's going to be a little shorter because this is a thinner strand that I pulled. Maybe not. And we're going to put that right down. My shoulder's hurting, so you see me wincing or kind of damn it. See, I hate it because the bottle was in my way. I couldn't see line of sight. Good. That's good. Don't want to waste the latex. Don't want to overdo it. And I always put it right on top of the old latex while it's still wet. So I'm not shooting down. Let me see your comments. What's happening? Go dogs. Yeah, some people are finally cool. Watch you hearing a mask, Thorburn. Yeah, man, we're hearing a mask. Takeoff vision, takeoff vision. I gotta let you know, you don't get your mask until I sell the next mask. You were picked to go, Felix, right? Yeah, Felix. You were picked, so you get the very next mask after the sale. The mask that's in the dwelling right now is actually Asylum from the first drawing. I don't know what I was thinking when I said it, but that's what it is. So the next sale, your mask gets made, along with another mask for eBay. So I have a mask for eBay right here. I have one out there, and I also have one dwelling, and Asylum gets his mask. But I want to tell you guys, I do not pay for shipping. That's something I want to let you know right now. You guys have to pay for your own shipping. So I'm giving you a heads up right now. So the free mask, I do not pay for shipping. I just don't, so some of you guys are far away, and I don't want to mention where people are from because that's their business. It's not mine. I know where you guys are. Well, some of you are. I don't know all of you, but some of you guys. I just don't believe in sharing private information like that on the internet. All right, so I'm going to turn this a little bit so I can get this into that hole a little bit. Nothing sticks better than latex onto latex. I want to take a little of that off. I don't want clumps. Perfect. And when it sticks to your fingers, I mean, it comes off real easy. All right. Yeah, so here's how it works. I do a drawing, all right, and you're the very next person that gets a mask after a sale. Like that one, as soon as I put it up, it was weird. I had it go for a whole week, and nobody was buying, nobody was bidding on it. I was like, what the hell's going on here? No bids, no nothing. Soon as I put a buy it now, which my price is $600, I didn't know what price I wanted to sell them at. So I put my buy it now price at $600 bucks. Bam! It wasn't even on a full day, and somebody bought it. I was surprised because I came in, I was working on the pool, cleaning the pool and stuff, getting ready to open it up. And sure enough, somebody bought the mask. I was like, wait, what? Somebody bought it? I'm like, damn. And they paid full price. And I'm trying to tell everybody, if you go to my website, customcorpses.com, www.customcorpses.com, we've got a lot more going on that website now. And you can order directly from me on the website. I'd rather sell it that way than to go on eBay, because eBay really takes a lot of money out of my pocket. But literally, the 600 turned into 503. That's about what I made on it, and that kind of sucks, man. They took a big chunk of money out of me from that sale, and I'm not trying to be greedy. It's just that I'm really trying to get caught. I spent a lot of money. You don't understand. I'm probably into this like $3,000 to $5,000. My wife had it figured out. She's like, damn, man, you really spent a lot of money getting this mask made. I said, I know. That's why it had to be perfect. This mask had to look really good. This is Pipe Master's mask that I'm working on right now. He's down here this weekend. He comes down tomorrow. So I'm going to have this haired tonight. And I'm going to, and I didn't put the glue on the head. Duh. I didn't put the, leave it to me. Getting ahead of myself. See, that's what happens when you talk. Now, I'm going in the middle here because that's about right. Let me go a little bit further over here since I'm working to that side. All right, this is a thin, but this covered that whole area here. So I'm kind of like staggering the, and he's my kind of a test subject. That's why I'm getting his mask done right away, because he's local. And I want him to see how good this fits him. This is 24.5 inches, guys. 24.5 inches, perfect size mask. But it has to be a thick pool to get that 24.5. That's the problem. If I do a thin pool, chances are it's going to be a 25-inch mask. And I think some of you guys don't want that. So now I'm just going to keep working to this side. And we don't need this. Now this is a big thick pile. So what I want to do is try and find, well, that's thick too. All right, so I can half this strand right here and spread this out and fit that distance right there. Yeah, I had to do the overhead shot because see how thin, see, you can see my fingers through that. That's perfect. Perfect. The more you do this, the better you get. You know, it just goes for anything. You get better and better. See, that's what sucks, man. I don't want the bottle to. Now, I don't bring it all the way to the, which I went a little too close. I don't bring it all the way to the hairline because I got to leave room. I got to leave room for the hairline. And so far, every method I've tried, hairing the mask, this is the best method. This is the best method. 4-inch pieces up to about here. And then from this point forward on the head is all 6-inch pieces, full lengths of this. It's actually longer than that, but they're real long. And it gives you that pompadour look. Really? Hair sticking to me, not good. Yeah, I was working on the pool today. My arms hurt really bad. It's funny, I heard a pop last night when I was working. It didn't hurt that bad when I popped it. I was like, oh, okay, what the hell was that? Did you ever get a pop something in your body, and you think you heard a loud bang, and it turns out it wasn't a bang, it was internal. The sound that you heard was actually internally. Would mine be 24.5? Thorburn, yes, it's 24.5. The only other thing I can do, yeah, 23.5 inches is perfect for a 24.5-inch mask. That'll fit perfect for somebody that has a 23.5, because my head's 23.5 inch. And it fits my head amazingly. I was like, oh my God, this thing's nice. So I was happy with that. Yeah, when it's a thick pull, this thing literally shrinks up to 23.5 or 24.5 inch. It's a really nice size mask. It's perfect. I can't wait till you guys actually. Yep, there we go. I can't wait till all you guys get this mask. I really do. I'm excited because I'm excited for you. Because you've spent so much time and you guys have been so patient with me. And believe me, I do appreciate it. I do. You guys have been very patient. Something is crawling on my back. It's driving me crazy. What is that? Go away. It's a fly. Or is it? I don't know what it is. Driving me nuts though. Cap on it. Now see, I can push this together where it looks like it's separated a little too much. I push those together. Let me read you. Yeah, we were just talking about that on Facebook. Yes, Thorburn. Yeah, we have the both. We have same size head, and the 25 fits me good, or the 24.5 fits me good. Now it looks a little thin right here, so my next bead will start right there. My next bead of hair, I'll start it there. Wherever it looks thin, that's where you want to start your next bead, so it covers. And that's why I darken. You see how the head's dark? I spray paint it darker so it hides any kind of thin areas that might be a little thin. And you got to have the hair fairly thin or you can't style it right. If the hair is too thick, it's not going to style right. All right, so right here's thin. You can see through the hair spot. You can see the hair right there. I don't know if you can see on camera. Hold on. Yeah, I have to go above that. So, yeah, I turned it. As you can see, it looks a little thin right there. So we're separating a nice long piece. This is nice and thick, this one. Trying to do this fairly quick. I may have to pause. I'm just going to walk away from the camera once we have to dump that latex out. But it should be a 20-minute. It's dwelling right now. It's been in there for about 3.5 hours is what it's going to be in there for. I want the mask to be ultimate thickness, as thick as we can possibly make it. I don't know what the hell that was. Flying ant. All right, so we're going to start this one right here. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of flying ants out there today. It was like that. I was getting bombarded outside. It was like trying to airbrush the two masks. These are done. I'm going to show you the face of this once I get turned around here. I got to get this done quick though, because once you put latex on the head, you don't want to start spending a lot of time getting sidetracked. You don't want to get sidetracked. For some obvious reasons, that latex hardens up on you, you're in trouble. And if you keep the latex, spread it out nice and thin, it becomes translucent and the dark shows through. If you, it looks a little thin right here, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to layer a little more right from here to there. How much hair do I need? I don't need that much. I'll half this. You don't want to waste this hair. Hair costs a lot of money, man. It really does. Your hair costs some bucks. I'm trying to, yeah. Even the ants want the mask. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, it's a bad, here, I'm going to show it to you real quick. Well, now I can't. Let me get that up. Hold on. Let me get this on here first, because that latex is old where I had it before. Then I'll show you guys the mask. Now, it's a little less weathering on this mask, which I like. It actually looks better because you can see the eye cuts better. This is Pipe Master's mask. He's going to be down here tomorrow night, and hopefully I can get this thing styled and for him to try it on. I have to go to the doctor's tomorrow, so that's fun. And I got to drive up the road to do it. So I told him he's got to come. If he comes, he's got to come a little later. I know he's excited. Man, is he excited to get this mask. I think this is the best paint job, and he said the same thing. This is the best paint job I've done on a mask so far. He actually agrees with that. I think so too, because it shows, you can really see the I think I had the eyes too dark underneath. All right, so we can take a little pause, and I can show you this mask. Now it looks really washed out. You can't see any of the details on this mask, but it looks a lot better. It looks amazing. It really does. It looks amazing. Just like, when you see my pictures on the thing and then you go, oh my God, man, it looks so different when you see the pictures. That's the same problem here. Every time you see it on YouTube. But see, what I want to point out is you can see under the under eye cuts a little better. So the eyes don't look too big. They look big, but they're not big. You saw that picture. If you go to my website, you can see the mask on me, and you can see my eye cuts are perfectly sized. Perfectly sized. All right, so do I need more? Yeah, I need to. Yeah, I think I'll overlap that a little bit. But you can see how thin I keep that hair. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to overlap this just a little bit. Give me a second, I'll read the comments. The problem is when you're doing the latex like this, you don't have a lot of time. You can't wait. You can't futz around because latex dries up quick. It really does. It dries fast. I always keep my I saturate. I really push it into all the fibers because you want that latex thoroughly through these fibers, because that's when it goes on the mask. It's, see that? You definitely don't get no latex on your hands, and get it off if it is. Damn it, get off. See, I get it so almost perfect every time now, because I really have gotten used to how far and how thin I want the hair. You don't want it clumpy. That's another thing too. You don't want it clumping on the mask. You really want that thinned out. Just like that. Damn it, get away. What the hell's with these ants? Go away. They're all over outside, man. They're flying ants too. I don't know what it is, but there's a shitload of them out there. Flying ants. And I had my back door open, so they're in the house, and that's not fun. I was working on a mask, and I had to Have my door open, of course. All right, so we're going to start in the, no, we're going to start right here because it looks a little thin right in this area here. So we're going to start right here. That's about right. Are we at 8 o'clock, Angelo? Is it 8 o'clock yet?
Almost. Almost about that time.
You tell me when it's 8, because I want every possible last second in there.
In about 5 minutes.
5 minutes. I'm gonna take a break. I'm not gonna end the stream. I'm just gonna go outside and we're gonna get this. It's gonna take about 5 minutes, not even, to dump the latex out of the mold, and then we gotta let it drain for about 20 minutes. And we're gonna bring it in here. Right there, right there, right there. Look at that. See that, guys?
Pedo, Michael?
Say what?
Pedo, look at pedophile.
Pedophile.
Fucking horseshoe, fucking
Oh.
hairdo.
Yeah, we're live.
I know you are. We can see that.
We're live. It ain't made for kids, that's for sure, so we can curse. Yeah, he's getting some hair. Holy hair. It's really thin right there. So that's going to be right where I start my next layer right there because it's super thin. Actually, this little piece that I needed right here should do the job right there. That's a little felted. I don't like the way that looks. That hair looks a little too felted. That'll work. Felted when it gets fizzed up, frizzy, not fizzy, frizzy. When the hair gets frizzed up, it's actually called felting. You don't want the hair felted at all. If you see felted hair, stay away from it and get a new batch.
Or bitch, one or the other.
Or bitch. All right, so we always overlay it just a little bit, overlayer it. This might be a little short, and we're gonna find out in the big hurry, aren't we? Nice. Okay, that'll work. I always leave enough room right here for the hairline. Because if I put hair right up to where I'm supposed to put the hairline, you're gonna have a mess. You're gonna have to rip hair off. We don't want to rip hair off. So over here, it looks a little thin. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a thick batch there, and I gotta start cutting up a little bit more hair. I'm just gonna let it, I'm gonna let that, that's a little too, spread it out a little more. There we go. So we're going to go right about here. And I got to put some right in here. Good, it didn't interfere with my broadcast, I don't think. Hold on. Okay. You guys are still with me, right? Stay up there. I like my tools clean, along with everything else. Now, what are they saying there? 756. Yes, you can't see that brown. You can't see the color in this mask on this screen. Who asked me that? Thorburn. You can't see the color of this mask on YouTube. You just can't. You're not going to see it. I don't care how hard. I've tried every light technique I can find, and I can't get it to look good.
Pictures and videos don't do the mask any justice.
No. Well, the picture's okay. The picture's pretty accurate. But you have to go to my website to see the pictures. And that's customcorpses.com. You know what? Do me a favor. I have it up on the other side. Text in there my Custom Corpses website.
Should be pinned at the top of the video.
Is it?
I pinned it there.
We're almost. We got a little ways to go yet before we actually, I don't need that much hair there.
Top of the page,
On the top of the page, yeah, man. Top of the page, guys, there's my website. You want to definitely check out the website. We got it up and running. It's kicking ass, too, man. It's really good. But if you guys are interested in buying a mask and you're, try to buy it through me on there. I'm going to keep selling on eBay. Don't get me wrong. But, you know, I got to encourage people to go to the website. Because it's like you can't get a nag mask unless it's somebody reselling it. You know what I mean? You have to go to get a nag mask. You have to go to their website. Actually, I think it's through Instagram or something. And I didn't realize it, but you know, he's in Greece. And apparently the shipping is really brutal. They're having a hard time with the shipping. It's taking forever to get your product from him. And it's not his fault. I just think it's the way the shipping goes, where the cookie crumbles. That's what I'm kind of worried about, like anybody that's buying from Germany, like, or any farm anywhere else outside of the United States. The way shipping is right now, it's gonna be a little tough to get things to you. in time for Halloween. So if you're interested in a mask and you guys are from foreign soils, you better get it now. But you better order it now. The other thing you got to worry about is if I start getting so busy.
Lead times.
Hmm?
Your lead time.
Well, if I start getting really busy, the chances are there could be end up a waiting list to get this mask. And if that starts happening, we'll be in the same boat as any of these other guys that have got popular masks. It just takes forever to get a mask. And turns people off, but I'm a one-man show, man. I can only do what I can do. How am I going to do this? And we're going to go do that dumping in 1 minute. I'm going to put this last bit of hair on. And then we're going to go dump that mask out and then bring it in here and put it under the fan. The fan's going to be right behind us, so I'll have to speak up louder. Don't go nowhere, guys. Just stay right where you're at. Talk to each other. And all you have to do is text at so-and-so. Like if you want to talk to Go Dogs, put at the at symbol, Go Dogs. And you guys talk to each other. I should only be about 5 minutes, if that. I think all we got to do is dump it and then let it sit and drain out for like 20 minutes. And I'll set my alarm. Actually, I can't. I have to just... All right, this is it right here. So do this and I'm going to... I still got this stretch to do. All right, I'm gonna go. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go dump this mask, and then bring that in here. That means I got three heads on the block, ready to be done. I can't wait to get these done. These are gonna be really good. So I'll be right back. Talk to each other. Don't go nowhere. Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm back. Got latex all over me. Oh man, I'm sore. All right, so I'm just trying to get to this point. I'm gonna get this section here done, and then we start doing longer hair. I gotta make sure there's no latex on me because that would be a nightmare. All right, so we have to finish this row off here where it was, and we come back up here with this row. Sound like a plan? Wow, that's a nice piece. That's really spreading nice. All right, so we gotta go here. There, everywhere. Hair everywhere. Okay, Tennessee is a cool place. I love Tennessee. I've got some friends that are in Tennessee. The only problem with Tennessee is the traffic is so bad. A lot of people don't realize that. The highway system kind of sucks. You know, but you have mountains. Anytime you get into mountain ranges, you know, wherever there's mountains, most times it's all highway and no no side streets. Rarely ever any really, you know, back roads and stuff. And you have to be a local to know those back roads. And believe me, if you're up in the mountains, you don't want to be driving around on back roads, especially at nighttime, not knowing the roads, because they can drive you off a cliff, so to speak. I just know going up to the mountains up north is no fun. Oh, my shoulder's starting to hurt so bad. All right. I can't lift my arm up, my left arm, I can't lift. It sucks. Woke up crazy, man. I woke up with it popped yesterday. I mean, it was like my arm popped. I don't know if it was internal, external. I don't know if it was a noise from the outside or I was hearing it from within my body. But anyway, pop, felt okay. I was like, oh, that was painful, but it wasn't, you know, dire straits. But boy, when I woke up this morning, oh my God, I couldn't even roll over. I couldn't move my whole arm. My whole arm was like, I can't move it up this way. It feels like rotator cuff. That's what it feels like. That's what I think it is more than anything else. Now, do I need to do longer hair right now? I gotta see. Yeah, it's all long hair now. All longer stuff. Can I get away with one more row? Yeah, I think I can do one more row of short hair. Yeah, I'll do it. One more row right here. Short hair. Short hair. Don't want to overdo it with the hair because every time you do that, you end up with a lot of waste. I bet I'll barely pull any hair out of this mask. my shoulder. That sucks. I have to bring it over to me a little bit, guys. All right, good. Crap all over my hands. And if you go a little too far, like if you put too much latex on the head, just scrape it up and then put it back in here. That's all. You want it nice and smooth. You don't want any lumps on the head. All right, so now we got to turn this guy this way and put just a little bit of hair there. That's not going to be enough. That'll be enough right there. Okay. Oh, there it is. I think, where the hell did I put my stick? Of course, I grabbed the wrong end of it. What a mess. I got some cleaning up to do in here. But that's for after I'm off of here. Tomorrow I'll hair the other one. I have to go to the doctor's tomorrow too, so I have to style his hair. This is Pipe Master's mask, guys, if you don't know it already. Come on, get up there. Whew, really tough not having my shoulder, man. The shoulder's really messing me up here. This here, I don't want any heavy latex there. Yeah, it sucks because you guys can't really see how good this mask really looks on film when you're videoing. Asylum. Okay, see, your mask is dwelling right now. It's actually draining right now. And the next sale, I have to make takeoff visions. That's who won the next mask. And then if that sells right away, then what we're going to do is we're going to have whoever wins the next drawing, and so on and so forth. That's how that works. I'm just trying to smooth this out. I don't want... The rest of this is long hair now that goes on here. All right, so I do have a couple I can use here. See how long that is? Oh yeah. And we're going to center that right here. And I'll work my way on the outer edge. All right, let's see if I can do this without. All right. Bring it a little closer. Oh man, this is tough. My shoulder just won't let me function. Of course, I dumped my stick into the damn both ends. I dropped it and not paying attention where I dropped it. See, latex gets translucent, so we don't want it clumped on there. So we want it nice and thinned out. Paste. And believe me, it ain't going nowhere because that stuff is strong when it grabs. Asylum's in the house. Now I'm getting to the point where I don't want to keep making get that out of the way. I don't want that latex getting on there. All I was doing there is I was moving the fibers over to close the gap. There was a little bit of a gap there where I spread it apart a little too much. Not good. All right, we'll bring that. We'll cut that out. But later, Gator. All right. Now the problem is I got to bring this closer to me. Now this is. Damn, it sucks not having my left arm. It really does. too much latex on there. Smooth it out. Take it all off of there. That's it. A little bit right there. Little piece. Right here. And I got the perfect piece for it right here. I got the perfect piece for it. You know what? Before I do that, I'm going to clean this off of here. Don't have to be perfect. Can stay over there. And that'll dry up more, and then I'll be able to pull it right off of the plastic. I just got to make sure all this stuff's off my hands. I want it fairly clean because you don't want the hair getting all messed up. We almost there? 5 more minutes, and then we'll have the mask drying in here. I'm putting that right where that row is. I'll read your comments in a second. I've been just so focused trying to get this done. See, this will all blend together, even though it looks like it's separated. This will all blend together once I brush it. It's tough. It's tough because I'm so damn my left arm. I can't lift my damn arm. There, that's what I need. I need it just to, so I can pull the fibers down and onto the head real good. There we go. Now you'll see I have a little bit of fiber issue. I'll cut them later. And then I got 2 more rows. 2 more rows, and then we got to do the then we do the famous hairline, and that's done with glue, which I have to flip upside down, or else we're going to be here for an hour trying to get the glue out. So, what do you think? Is it just about ready to come in?
Probably.
All right, so we're gonna go get the bucket. Be right back, guys. Talk to each other. We only have 2 more rows here, and then I gotta do the glue line right here. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. Oh, shit. Don't go nowhere, guys. Okay, so what we got to do is we got to flip that over. Take it off there. Right over here. This I can take and paper pad. That's that is. Ugh. Try not to jerk it around too much because it'll break free on this. Ow.
You fucking cocksucker.
Huh?
You cocksucker. I got a little bit on my jacket.
Not good. Okay, so we're gonna turn this fan around. Where the hell's the cord, motherfucker? Are you serious? There we go.
Well, that ain't gonna stay there. Oh, you got that bucket over there?
No. You gotta lean it into that.
Gotcha.
That's it. Get up there. All right, I'm turning the fan on, guys, so it's going to be a little noisier. You have to deal with the noise, I guess. Jesus. Gotta get my chair in. Let me read some comments before I go on. Hells yeah. Okay, let me go up. Good God Almighty. A lot of people here. Seventh says truly master of your craft. Still here. Thank you, Go Dogs. I'm no master. I've only been doing it for 5 years. That does not qualify as a master. That's for sure. Everything I've done, I've learned the hard way. And the help of YouTube. Silverado, how we doing tonight? What's up, man? What you got going on? I just joined. I'm hearing the mask. Where's everyone from? Knoxville, Tennessee, beautiful area. Silverado, he is going outside to dump the latex quick. Thank you. For Thorburn, my watchdog. Tennessee is a cool place. Thorburn, oh, cool. I'll never been there, but it's okay. You're talking to Thorburn. Okay, gotcha. At dogs. Asylum Beyond the Dead. Hey, what's up, brother? We're here. Thank you, Tennessee. At Go Dogs. And Asylum. Okay, that's it. We read them all up. Hell yeah. That was the last one. So now we got to pull out some more hair. God, I'm so sore, guys. I can't wait till I'm done this job tonight because I need to get laying down, so to speak. I've got to lay down. That's good enough. Yep, 2 rows left, that's it. Two rows. Okay, one last row and it's not even going to be a full. It's not even going to be a whole one. Half a row. Oh, Jesus, my arm hurts. God, man. My body's falling apart. You guys will see how this goes on, this last row. And then we got to work on you know what? I got to cut this because it's got all kinds of shit dangling down on me. So that's all you got to do. I just cut it so it's got a nice edge. So I don't have to worry about it. And then kind of spread it out a little bit. The reason why I constantly clean this is because it can have fibers sticking to it. I need to pull this forward. Sorry guys. Pull it forward. I don't know if it's in frame or not. Hold on. Gotta be really careful about the edge of the All right. Now we work on now this method's a little bit different when you're doing glue. Tacky glue is what I use. This stuff right here. I have to read it upside down. That's the stuff I use, tacky glue. For the hairline, make sure you use tacky glue for the hairline. Now, tilt this sucker back. And you see, the hairline is right here and in the shadow right here, because we want it rounded. We want this rounded. We don't want any, it's a little different than the 78 mask, the way you hair this. A lot different, to tell you the truth. You hair this a lot differently. All right, so, I need to put all these hair follicles back there, out of the way. I don't need the short. These are all long now. This all gets done long, but first thing I got to do is clean up this mess here. Clean that mess up. And I'm going to get the knife. The knife. Clean up the rest. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this over here like this. Get this out of the way so it's not in my way. I'll pull right off of there. I'm not worried about how latex, once it's dry, it comes right off of everything, especially your skin. I just don't want the latex and glue mixing together on my acrylic. It's rubbing right off. I have to vacuum in here, that's for sure. Same method, only now you're working with glue instead of, and you also have to trim the edge of your mask. The edge of the hairline, you'll see. Okay. This is Pipe Master's mask, and it's an amazing mask. Absolutely stunning. It looks so good. I can't wait till he sees this. He's going to be here tomorrow. Tomorrow sometime, either tomorrow night or the next night, one of the two. But, okay, so, first things first. Pull some hair out. Get rid of the felted stuff. Some felting going on there. Felting sucks. I can't stand when the fibers get felted. My method that I've actually learned to do here, through trial and error. Trial and error, and I'll just have to buy some more of this stuff soon. I usually get this stuff at Michael's. Now, I always keep my bottle hanging upside down, because otherwise you're going to be, what do I do with my stick? Really? Oh, here it is. I got it over here. Almost messed up. See, notice how narrow I've made this glue line? A little bit different. This stuff is super tacky. Very sticky stuff. All right, so now what I do is I take this glue line, take my glue stickers, my glue scissors, not stickers. See how narrow that line is now? See if I can do this with one arm. All right, need my I can already tell this is a little too thin, the hairline. This is good. This is a good way to show you if you do make an area that just looks a little too thin. You can move the hair follicles together, but don't overdo it. Trying to make this hairline look very natural and round. Right on my pants. Ooh, that wasn't a good idea. You got black shit all over it. Pull the fiber off. That's how sticky that stuff is. It's gonna be cool though, man. I think Pipe Master's gonna have a really nice mask. Now, do another strand of it. That's why I keep one set of shears for clean and the other one for the glue. Okay. Oops. Dummy. Almost put the latex on there instead. That would have been a mess. Yes, that wouldn't have been good. That would not have been good. Can you guys hear me okay? I don't know if I'm going to go live tomorrow or not. If Pipe Master comes over, I'll go live for a brief bit. You may or may not catch it. I don't know what time he'll be able to come here. I don't know if he's coming here tomorrow. You know, it's somewhat of a vacation for him. So he comes down for the weekend, goes fishing, you know, that kind of stuff. So, and he's got the family with him. So I don't know if he's going to be able to hang out, so to speak. Like he did that one night. That was pretty cool. We had fun. What did we do? Oh, we styled the mask. We styled the hair. We styled hair. That's what we did. Come on, man. See how thin that line is that I put on there? Believe me, and then you've still got the hair, or you still got the glue on the hair, or on the, whatever you do, don't touch the mask, dummy. What? Go from the side. Painful to do. I want that glue to be super smooth right on the edge. Now I hide it, believe it or not. Now this is another glue line that goes from here straight back. This is going to be one long strand right here. We should have a perfectly haired mask. Now I'm going to show you guys Asylum's mask. It's got to dry for at least, I'm going to say 2 days before I hair it. Asylum, you got to send me your address and pay for my shipping through PayPal if you're still with me. Pay for shipping, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go wherever you wherever you live, right, wherever you live. I'm going to go to the post office, and I'm going to, that may not make it all the way down, so I'm going to make sure I cover this area good. Get over there. So that's what happens when you get a little hair. I don't want it on the front, I don't want it on the face of the mask. Once I go to the post office to see exactly what it's going to cost you, I'm going to send you a receipt as far as the shipping goes. And then you're going to put your money into PayPal for me, whatever it costs. And I'll ship it away. But I refuse to pay for free masks. That I'm not going to pay for shipping, because sometimes some of you guys live outside the country and it can get really expensive. The only problem is you'll have the option. I'm going to give you different options. And whatever you want to pay for, it's up to you. I'll send it any way you want it. You want to overnight it if you're crazy, but if you want to overnight it, you can overnight it. You know what? Hold on a second. I gotta clean this blade. This blade's a mess. Alright, that'll work. Come on, man. I gotta get this out of there. It's just tough because my damn shoulder's killing me, man. I can't. I'm having a hard time with this because my shoulder hurts. Still got to do the sideburns tonight. We're going to do them too. I'll cut all those off. Damn it. Okay, I gotta get these other cut. I gotta get this cut fast because this is the last bit, and it's a short run. a short. I'm gonna cut this with this. Now we need a little more. I'm blending these back together again. Last little bit. Then we're going to do the sideburns. Get off. That's what happens with hair. Sweet. The sideburns are pretty easy. It's not enough. That's enough. I got to bring this over towards me a little bit. Get off my hands. This doesn't matter because honestly, this gets all folded back onto itself once this dries. Perfecto. Okay, so now with a little bit of the fibers that I have, we're going to make the sideburns so you guys can see it. I don't want any fibers in my way on this gun. Those lines very thin. As a matter of fact, I don't like this. There's a little too much glue right here. glue line down just a touch more. Now all these little spare pieces that I cut, this will do both sideburns right here. Just this little bit of fiber. A little too much fiber. We want very little fiber. And I try to run them where's my other tool? Now all the little loose hairs that you see sticking up, what doesn't grab to the glue, I cut away with shears. That's it. Now it looks sloppy with the hair right now, but once I trim that up, it'll look great. And this one here is a little, oh, and I did what I said I wasn't going to do, and I left it. A little too much hair right here, or too much glue right here. Go. A little bit of fiber. A little too many fibers. Don't need a ton of fiber here. Just a very little bit. Very little bit of fiber, not a lot. So this is representing that it was pulled away, the hair was pulled off the mask. Now I have to put perfect. That's it for the hair job, guys. Now I still have to paint, once I trim that all off and trim it up, then what I do is I paint over this just a little bit. I just take a brush and paint over it a little bit and put a little yellow in there just to give you the variation. Pipe Master, there's your mask, brother. Here's Pipe Master's mask, and I know showing it off on here, it's haired, and tomorrow it gets styled. So, Yeah, baby. Like I said, it's all washed out on the video, but man, does this thing look amazing. And the other mask looks just like it now because I airbrushed it. Thanks, Bo. Yo, Red Row. Red Row in the house. I'm sorry for not talking to you guys more, not reading the text because I've been like really concentrating on what I'm doing here. I definitely don't want to mess this mask up. Not at this point. This mask is going to be sick. I can't wait to brush this out tomorrow and then see how it looks. It's gonna be nice. Yeah, Pipe Master, this thing's gonna be on your shelf after the weekend. Pipe Master, I want to know what time. When do you want to come by? Because tomorrow I probably won't be home until late in the afternoon. You could either do it tomorrow or tomorrow night, or I'm good at first thing tomorrow morning. Before, well, no, I have to be way up the road by I think 9:30, 10 o'clock appointment. So I have to do this styling until I get back. When I get back, if you want to come over and we'll style it together, it's up to you. You know, because you're taking it home with you, one way or the other. But it looks good. It does look good. And the hair is not too thick. Oh yeah, man. We've got the sideburns on it. The glue lines, I mean. And it's rounded like you like. The hairline is nice and round. Sick mask, man, sick mask. Really looks good. I'm psyched for you, man. Yes, I am. It's got more of a white look to it. It's got the yellows in there, but it's not as much as the other ones. This is lightly weathered. I do have to touch up right in here just a touch more with some charcoal, but in the eye cut, not on the outside of the eye cut, just inside the eye cut. We want that dark. We don't want that. I don't want anything dripping over here though. I want these eye cuts defined. Yeah, it will be, man. When you see this thing, you're gonna shit. You're gonna shit. I'm telling you, you're gonna shit. It's that nice of a mask. It's really nice. I can't wait to touch this up tomorrow, brush it off. I won't be able to get to this until I get back from the doctor's, and that's probably going to be late in the afternoon by the time I get home. I wouldn't say late in the afternoon, probably. If I got like a 9:30, 10 o'clock, somewhere around there appointment, I could probably be home by like 1 or 2 in the afternoon, and then style it, brush it out, style it, get it looking good. I'm going to try that method we were talking about. Pull all the layers forward and then try to swirl it without having it really tangled up. It's tough because this isn't human hair. Human hair, you can get it to, you can get it to do what you want. But when anytime you're dealing with wool, it gets a little bit more tricky. And you gotta watch you don't felt it. That's right, I said Felton, F-E-L-T. You don't want to felt it, which means frizz it up. Over teasing it, you get it real frizzy. You don't want that. Okay, so I'm going to show a straight on shot now since I'm done. And I can put the camera back here. Now remember, this has a lot. This hair will be reduced quite a bit. But this is just to show you the colors in the mask and everything. Thanks, Go Dogs, God-given talent. Yeah, he definitely gave me a blessing, that's for sure. But we all have those. We have our, we have talents. But most times, people that are talented in one thing are very weak in other things, and that's me, 100%. As we know, we're not the best speller in the world. And mathematics, I suck at it. I suck at math. Math and spelling have been very weak. Very weak. Not pathetic, but weak. All right, let's do a. Oh shit! I gotta move this chair completely. I gotta drop this down. Give me a second. I'm going to go back up a little bit too. I got to back up and get this chair out of the way. God damn it. Oh, only working with one arm really sucks. You know that? And the other thing too, guys, is try to turn down the lights a little bit. See what we got. No, I can't. Yes, I can. Let me zoom in first. I need this lower. More level with the mask. All right, let me see what it looks like on my other screen. And I'll straighten out the mask because it looks like it's leaning. All right, where did I put my glasses? Right over here. Yeah, see the shadowing is not that heavy on the eyes now, so it makes it look a lot better. I'm gonna have one of my drinks because my okay. Now I'm over here at the computer and no longer wearing masks. I'll hair the other one probably tomorrow night. Pipe Master, this thing's gonna rock. You're gonna love this mask when this is in your hands. You're not gonna believe it. You're not gonna believe it. Really does look good. Now I gotta ask you, Pipe Master, tomorrow, do you want me to put a little touch of cream color to it? So it looks a little creamier? Because it looks really white. Now it's because of the lighting in here too, you know what I mean? It's never gonna look as good as it did, that picture that I sent you. So Pipe Master, man, it's beautiful. I don't think he wants me to touch it. I think we're going to leave it alone. This is Pipe Master. I can't wait till he tries this on, man. He's going to be a little shocked. It's going to fit him like a glove. Tomorrow, when I get back from the doctor's, I'll text you, Pipe Master, when I'm almost home, to let you know where I'm at. I gotta style it. I gotta brush it out and style it. I don't know if you want to be there for that, or do you want to, because I can hold off. I don't have to do that tomorrow, and we can do it the next day or whatever. I'm home every day, so I'll work around whatever you get, whatever time you have, Pipe Master. Whatever time you got, I'll work with you. I'm just working on the pool in between. I still got to hair the other mask, which I'm going to do right after. Oh, and I got to show you guys Asylum. You still in the house? It's pretty white. You know, Pipe Master, we can do that touch up if you want to, even when you're here. We can add a little cream color. I want to let you got to see it in person. When you see it in person, then you can determine whether or not you want a little creamier color to it. Yeah, in the video, you know, like I said, under bright lights, it looks very white. I say you style the hair. Okay, so tomorrow I'll be styling hair. And then you just come over when you're ready and get it. We did the sideburns. I got to paint them though. I got to put a little bit of paint on them because that's what they did with the original mask. They pulled off the sideburns and then they airbrushed it or painted it, spray canned it. So we don't want those sideburns looking like they're, you know, dark, like the hair on the head. All right, so is Asylum still here? And custom, yeah, go to my website, guys, and check out the pictures on there and little video clips that I put up. That Red Row actually made the Red Row is the one that made the website. He's and we still got things to do. Red Row, if you're still on, I doubt he is. He's probably going to bed. He's got to get up at like 6, I think like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. But anyway, if you're still on Red Row, we have to put a mask button to show masks. Somebody had said that to me day before yesterday. To put all the masks in the to show off the masks. Yes, Asylum gets the first mask. He won it, and as soon as I get my, as soon as Asylum sends me the money to ship it, it's getting shipped to him. Asylum's mask, let me show you guys real quick, is drying in the mold. That's Asylum's mask right there. It's in there drying. Oh yeah, man. That's Asylum's mask. It's gonna be beautiful. Now let's get the camera back on the mask that we worked on. Really? So we hear the mask. Yes, he did. Asylum gets this mask sent off to him as soon as I'm finished making it. I'm probably going to remold that in the next 2 pulls, just to be on the safe side. It's still pulling really nice masks, but I'm a real stickler when it comes to perfection. You don't work this hard, and then and then just let it go. Try to get too many pulls out of one mold. I'm not Tots, that's for sure. God, my shoulder is killing me. Come on, roll, damn it. Oh, I give up. I'll just stay where I'm at. I just showed you guys Asylum's mask. That's actually in that mold right now, drying. I'll pull that probably tomorrow and then let it dry some more and shrink up some more before I paint it and hair it. And then I gotta wait for Asylum to send off his money for shipping, and I need his shipping address, all that fun stuff, and then send it off to Asylum. And Asylum gets number 2 mask. Prototype number 2. This is prototype number 1 right here. Prototype number 1, and that goes to Pipe Master. And then prototype number 2 goes to Asylum. Prototype number 3 goes to Takeoff Vision, because he's the one that won the next mask. Takeoff Vision gets the next mask after I sell this new mask that I'm putting on. So every time I do a drawing, somebody else wins. So every time I sell a mask, I do a drawing to see who gets the next mask. So the first mask gets sent out this week, well, towards the end of the week, and that goes to Asylum. Now this is Pipe Master's mask right here. Yeah, this is Pipe Master's mask. And then, I'll show you the other mask. Hold on, let me show you that. This is the one that's going on eBay right here, guys. show you that real quick. It's not haired. But I'll show it to you. It looks almost identical in paint scheme. That's the one that's going on eBay. The one to the left. Paint scheme's almost identical. The one thing I'm pretty good at is once I figure out how I paint something, I can make them look almost identical. I'm pretty good at making things look identical. So that's the new paint scheme we're going to go with. And believe me, when you see the pictures on eBay, it's going to blow your mind because these masks look a lot better. This paint scheme is not overly weathered. Yes, they're both 24.5. I'm not making 25s. The 25 shrinks up to 24.5. I mismeasured it, or it shrunk up more, so it's a 24.5 inch mask. What I thought was 25 is 24.5. Oh yeah. And as you can see, the paint schemes look almost identical. Very hard to tell the difference. I can tell the difference because I painted it. But you guys won't be able to tell. Yeah, Silverado, that's going to be up on eBay as soon as I get it haired and painted, or painted, it's already painted. As soon as I get it haired and styled, it takes 2 days to do a hair job because you got to let everything dry. The glue has to dry, the latex. I usually let it dry overnight so it's nice and firm before I brush it out. And then I style it, take a bunch of pictures, and put it on eBay. If you guys are interested, because there's going to be a buy it now option at $600. The listing's going to be, the starting bid's going to be $450. I had it at $400 the last one because it didn't get a bid at all. But then somebody hit the buy it now option like right away. So I don't know. If you're going to just spend $600 and buy the mask, just order one directly on my website. It's better to do that than try to risk losing the mask on eBay. You could end up sitting there waiting until the last minute, and all of a sudden somebody hits the buy it now. Boom, gone, and you lose it. But if you're really interested in this mask and you want to buy it before it goes on eBay, you can go to my website and order the mask. It looks identical in color, and it's just, they're both beautiful, really beautiful sculpts, beautiful picture. They're nice. Well, if your head's 24, you got to measure your head. You definitely need to measure your head. If your head's 24, I would recommend getting the biggest mask. And that's like a 25.5 inch mask. I still have a mold for that. I have the mold for the 25.5 inch mask. Where the hell did I put it? Oh, it's over there. It's over there by the fan. That's the largest mask I have. 25.5. Might even be closer to 26. But do yourself a favor, measure your head first. your head's 24. Oh, thank you. Go dogs. The one thing I take pride in is trying to make sure that you guys get really good quality. No bad quality. These masks are thick too. They're not thin pores. They're thick pores, and you will have a mask that will last 20, 25 years, 30 years, who knows? Because they're thick latex. It's not thin. It's an 1/8 inch thick. And a thick mask like that lasts a lot longer than a thin mask. And a little more uncomfortable because it's so thick on your head. But the other nice thing about it is it doesn't lose its form. Thin masks can get deformed easily over time. But these masks will last. I got a knife wielder up there that's 24 years old, and not a flaw, nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it at all, but I also took care of the mask. If you decide you want to buy the mask and you want to order a mask, you better know your head size. Use a, you don't even actually need to use a tape measure that's for sewing, that's fabric. You could take a string, run it around your head, pinch it off right where they come together, and that'll tell you your head size. Now I'll show you where you have to put your head tape. This is how it has to be measured. Give me a second so I can do this. This is how you want to measure your mask. Right over the right above the eye cuts. All right, around the furthest point of the back of your head, right above your ears and right across your forehead. And that, as you can see, is 24.5 inches right there, right on the money. 24.5 inch mask. That is a 24. I was measuring over top of the eyebrow, and that's not the right way to do it. You have to do it over the where your head is actually at. Your eyebrows, your head's not on the eyebrows. But you could take a string and do the same thing, and then just pinch it off where they come together, and then lay out your string onto a flat surface, and then measure that distance, measure the length, and that'll give you the same result. So everybody's like, well, I don't have one of them tapes. I don't have one of those fabric tapes for sewing. That's what they're for. They're actually for, like, somebody making costumes and stuff. Oh my God, 9:39. I had a long day, guys, and I got to get up super early tomorrow to go to this doctor's appointment. So I'm going to call it a night. I hope you guys love what you see. Pipe Master, I'm going to see you sometime over the next couple of days. And I want to say goodnight to all you guys because I am beat. I've got to get laying down because my arm's killing me still. It's not as bad as it was earlier. It's starting to go away. Yes, it is. Thank God. It is going away. Phew. Terrible. But Bo Norton, everybody, I'm going to say goodnight to everybody. Pipe Master. There's two beautiful masks. and they will be on, well, the one on the left that doesn't have any hair yet, that goes on eBay. The one with the hair is Pipe Masters. All right, guys. Have a great night. See you on the next video.